Hello everyone, I am the Unethical Gamer, and again I'm going to be doing another mapping video, once again, because my OBS doesn't work. But anyway, today we're going to do, uh, what if Bulgaria had an empire? And you're going to be like, hey, you just did America, why aren't you doing another, big empire, or like big nation? And the answer to that is, because I don't want to. You can't make me do anything else. Or you can write angry comments. I'm not gonna read them. Even if I do read them, I'm gonna ignore them. You can't do shit to me, buddy. But yeah. Anyway, let's get on with the video. So first, Bulgaria. Well, you see, Bulgaria is a country that is in the Balkans, and it used to be a somewhat big country after it was eaten by after it broke away from the Ottoman Empire, and then it lost the Balkan War and shrunk. And that's very simple, but it's the history. So first off, we are going to uh have them declare war on Greece. And why Greece, you may ask? And answer it's because they want a coast. They want access to the Mediterranean Sea. Seeing as they're already almost like right there, they're like, hey, let's go take it for ourselves. So they do that, and they sense that Turkey's gonna want to join in the war, so they just instantly make sure Turkey doesn't join the war, and then they continue invading this little panhandle of Greece. And the last video, I kind of buffed the United States, and that's what I'll be doing in this video, so Bulgaria doesn't get clapped by every country it invades. And also the NATO and the UN won't exist, so Bulgaria can do this as long as the EU also doesn't exist. But yeah, so Bulgaria is able to like invade its own member or its own ally. But anyway, they continue to invade Greece, and I'm not too familiar with this geography, so I'm just gonna say they take a lot. I know it's bumpy, like very mountainous and hilly, but I don't know where many cities are. So we're just gonna have them be invaded like this. I'm not naming any cities, but eventually Bulgaria takes out Greece, and the rest of Greece flees to Crete. And let's go take a look at the peace treaty. And this is the peace treaty. Bulgaria takes like basically all of northern Greece and turns like South Greece into a puppet government. And the first Greek government has now set up shop on Crete. And Bulgaria decides to ignore this because they don't really care about that. But now Bulgaria turns its sights towards expansion. And they're like, these borders are kind of ugly. So let's change that by invading North Macedonia. And so they declare war on Northern Macedonia and begin their invasion. So they surround here, take that, and within a few months they get eaten. And peace treaty it's all Bulgaria's now. And if anyone is here watching from Bulgaria, please leave a comment, because that would be cool if someone was watching from this region of the world. But anyway, now they go on to take Albania to get more of that sweet, sweet coastline. So, as they march troops into Albania, well, this kind of, actually no, I'm not gonna have a Balkan War start yet. No, I'll come later. But yeah, they invade Albania and take it all because Bulgaria be like that. And peace treaty, Well, the peace treaty is going to be the same as Northern Macedonia's, and where they take it all. And now we get to the big Balkan War. If it hasn't started yet, it's starting now. So, they kind of like want to take Kosovo for their own. But if anyone here is familiar with geopolitics, Serbia's like, hey, you can't have that, that's mine. And so they join on the side of against Kosovo and against Bulgaria. And then Croatia's like, hey, 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 we don't like you, Serbia. You can't do that. So they joined the side of Bulgaria. And then Bosnia is Bosnia and Herzegovina is split down the middle of joining here and joining these guys. And then Montenegro is also gets blued. So, with this big Balkan War, let's go see how it plays out. So uh, we first see uh, Bulgaria moving in to take southern Kosovo, and then we see uh, Serbia moving to take northern Kosovo. And Serbia is also like, I'm gonna invade Montenegro. Well, you do that, and Bulgaria's like, well, you thought you're getting coast, nuh-uh, and does that. And now that the blue is out of is no longer a color, I will color the rest of these blue. So we don't have purple and stuff going on here. But yeah, so uh, Bulgaria pushes into northern Kosovo and northern Montenegro, and then they start pushing into Serbia or southern Serbia, and this this is like a really big Balkan war. Like everyone is watching to see how it turns out. And so, uh, we'll call this Bosnia invades Herzegovina, along with Croatia going in through Serbia and taking Belgrade, which is the capital of Serbia. And at this point, actually no, Bosnia and Herzegovina just or Bosnia invades Herzegovina and is out of the war because that's all they wanted to do. Croatia also exits the war, mainly because they just wanted a bit of land. That's all. And then Bulgaria sweeps in and takes the rest of Serbia. And so we shall go look at the peace treaty. And this is the peace treaty. Bulgaria takes all of Kosovo and Montenegro and a lot of and like basically south of Serbia, and Bosnia and Herzegovina just continue to be stable or a country, and Croatia moves a bit further inland. And Croatia, they offered to for Bulgaria to join in an alliance with them in Bosnia and Herzegovina, but Bulgaria's like, nah, we're good. And they're like, okay. And they find out why they say, nah, we're good, by invading them. Because they want some land, good old fashioned land. Because who doesn't want some more land? So Bulgaria marches troops into Bosnia and Herzegovina and the northern bit of Croatia, and they continue to invade through the south and move into the homeland Croatia and take over a lot more of Bosnia Herzegovina, and then Bosnia Herzegovina capitulates, which is a fancy way of saying surrenders, and Bulgaria's troops move upward and take North Serbia, or very East Croatia. But they continue to invade. They cut off this area, and Croatia surrenders. And we shall take a look at this peace treaty. And we're back with the peace treaty. So, uh, Bulgaria takes all of Croatia and Bosnia and Herzegovina, and the surrounding countries get a little worried. And since they're like, and Bulgaria's like, hey, we need a bit more land to like, you know, fully connect this, and the only way to do that is to take over poor little Slovenia. And they declare war on Slovenia, but then a defensive pact between Italy, Hungary, Romania, and Turkey is well, they just declare war on them because they want to kind of like stop Bulgaria's expansion. And you might be wondering, hey, that's going to be unfair for Bulgaria, isn't it? Normally you would be right. However, this is Bulgaria's video, and they will be uh, kind of strong. So first, Bulgaria goes and invades Slovenia and cuts off Italy from everyone else, or from Hungary. And so they begin to the invasion of Italy, which is kind of easy when we're going through this way because there's not many mountains over here. There are over here, but not through here. So they do a little invade. Oh, they do a little invading and reach they reach San Marino, and then over on this front, Bulgaria invades this little bit and gets all the way to Istanbul before Turkey's forces fight them off. And then Bulgaria moves upward, moving into Romania, and cuts off their sea access to the Black Sea. And then they continue to invade, and then they go into Hungary. And Hungary's like, we don't. This war isn't really worth it. If we continue fighting, we're just gonna take more. So they pull out of the war. And this, which is great for Bulgaria, because now they can reallocate their troops elsewhere, such as more into Romania. Romania gets like the same epiphany. It's like, hey, we don't want to fight this either. We're just gonna lose more land, and they pull out of the war, or kind of like surrender. But before they do, Bulgaria wants that more or that land, and now they can reallocate their forces elsewhere, such as the front lines of Turkey. And so, with the newfound troops, they take Istanbul. Then they push along this coast, or they make a landing here and push up, and they now and take over this area, and now they control the entrance to the Black Sea. And then they continue moving down this coastline, and then over here, and then Turkey's like, we don't we're gonna follow suit with those guys and pull out of the war. And Italy's like, fine, we also pull out. And now let's take actually, well, no, I'm gonna color the countries who pulled out differently, cause like, come on, they surrendered. They didn't pull out. They just surrendered. But anyway, let's look at this new peace treaty. And so this is the peace treaty. They basically take everything that they invaded, and in the smaller countries like Romania and Hungary, they basically set up a puppet government. But in the bigger countries where they didn't invade as much, like Turkey and Italy. Oh, oops, I added Corsica in. Oh shit. Uh, Hold on. Right. I accidentally added Corsica in, but that's France. But yeah, but like the bigger countries like Italy and Turkey, they made them ally with them. And now that they've basically expanded to the entire Balkans, Bulgaria's like, we're good now, and decide to stop invading. Which means this is gonna do it for today's video. Like and subscribe, and well, yeah, just like and subscribe, or else I will break your kneecaps. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.